All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, live stream fans. Hey, fans of things that are live or recorded that were live. Hello. Hi. Um, Still doing some testing here. So let me explain the problem. Maybe you've run into it, or maybe you know someone who has. Um, by the way, it is tornadic outside right now. We are in a Torcon situation. So if I go away, cross your fingers that everything's fine, but we should be fine. It's just a tornado watch. So anyway, the problem I've been having is just streaming like this to Twitch. The last two times I have done that, it just starts losing. There's a little signal bar in OBS it's got 4 bars of strength and it's always green. It would drop down to 1 red bar. Frames would just drop like mad. And so I did a test here on YouTube, and that seemed to go fine without any problems. So then I switched back and ran a test stream on Twitch with just some 480p content and a very low bit rate, and was still doing it. So I'm getting the idea that OBS and Twitch just aren't talking right to each other right now for some reason. So I wanted to do one more test here with YouTube just to make sure everything, it's not my computer, it's not the software talking to YouTube. My settings are fine. Nothing has changed. I haven't changed a thing. Got plenty of speed, all of that. So yeah, I was just interested to see how that might go. So just for lack of a better thing to do as part of this test stream, I thought I would play the Sega Saturn version of Assault RIGS since I played the PlayStation version. I'm curious about this one because I started reading a little bit about Assault RIGS, and so the Saturn version came out a whole year later after the PlayStation version. Only came out in Japan, and everyone hated it. They were like, "This game is old. What are you doing? Like, we don't want this." So I'm curious now as if they try to do anything, if it's just a straight port, if they try to do anything different with it, if it looks better, if it looks worse. What does it sound like? Is it in Japanese? I don't know. It only came out in Japan, so why don't we check it out? Why don't we do that? Here we go. Let's I have yet to do any emulation with the Sega Saturn, so that's another thing I want to test here, is just how well this is going to work. I don't know. I've yet to try that out. So let's just get into it, and we'll hang out and we'll chat, and you can watch me play the tank game again, but different. Okay. That looks familiar. Uh, okay, Psygnosis, your logo takes too long. Okay. I remember that. Well, there's a name for your company. All right, we're going to watch this again. Saturn audio is way lower than PlayStation audio. Yeah. Yep. Finger guns, I remember this. I don't have any reason to doubt this is the exact same intro movie, but just for just
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
yeah, this is so far all the same. Again, like I said. Although this, okay, so their pre-rendered video version of this intro seems to be at a lower resolution than the pre-rendered video that was on the PlayStation. There's no amount of work I can do on this end to make this part look any better, or worse, really. So, note to self, if this plays out, we still have 0 dropped frames, so really thinking it's a Twitch problem. They should get that together. And I realized when I was editing stuff out of the... Yeah, when I was editing stuff out of the live stream, when I played this on PlayStation, I was commenting to myself, hey, what are these ghost squares that are all over the place? Those are the things you're supposed to shoot to get power-ups. I never attempted to shoot them, so now I will. You're gonna see some expert level assault rigs going on now that I know how to play assault rigs. So. It is windy outside. The wind is whipping. It is a whipping rain. Wind. A little bit of rain. Okay. Load time was way longer. Well, this looks worse. So far it's all the same, except they've added Japanese to the title card. I'm going to wager that you could just run the PlayStation 1 in a higher resolution than the Saturn. I went through, I looked for resolution settings, I couldn't find any, so see if all these they're the same. Yeah, these are all the same. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, this just looks worse. They've taken information out of the screen here. There was more text. So that's interesting. Huh. I'll be the heavy rig this time, just to get some difference, but man, it looks worse.
Entering arena.
Yeah, this is exactly the same. As it turns out, I don't know what the Saturn buttons are. Oh. Well, now I have found there's a different viewing angle. So none, none of the buttons actually shoot. Oh, okay, it's the right shoulder button. Alright, good to know. Saturn controls are weird. How do I get out of this view? Okay. Spider dude. Man, this totally looks worse. Why am I a wireframe? Oh, okay. So I turned into a wireframe for a few seconds before I was allowed to exit. Okay. Yep.
Entering arena.
Ugh. This looks gross. You know? I mean, it just does. Obviously, I know the Saturn is harder to emulate, but oh, was that one? I could finally, hey, alright. This is ugly. This looks bad. I don't like looking at it. You know what I mean? Okay. Alright, now I got some different gets. That way already. These controls are not as good either. Alright, okay, this was the last room. Okay, so. Boy, this. Okay, everyone was right. This is worse. This is worse. Like this is a bad port. Oh man. Oof. Let's see. So it was in here somewhere. Yeah. So that's weird. That's a weird little extra. They added a. You turn into a wireframe before you go through the door kind of thing. I suppose if you need that. Further note to self, still no drop frames. Now I wonder if I get to take that power up with me to the next level.
Entering arena.
You do not.
Great shot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Huh. Okay. Well, oh my god. Yeah, this suddenly went to hell. This is not my setup. This is just Saturn emulation. I should try this in a different emulator. Honestly, I don't know which one this is running at the moment. Let's show me Beetle. Okay, I should try a different emulator besides Beetle. That was bad. Oh god. Yeah, it's bad. Okay, there's no reason to keep playing this the way this is. I think that the test is successful. I think this has shown me several things. That one, there's a problem with Twitch. Two, there's a problem with this emulator. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to go much too far in this with it doing that, because that is a headache that I don't want to deal with. Okay. So yeah. That's that version of Salt Rigs. Everything seems to be working fine. So either YouTube is really solid or Twitch is really broken, or both. But it should not be OBS. It should not be my setup. Shouldn't be anything I'm doing, because I'm pushing out the exact same settings that I always push out. So there we go. There was a fun little technical test. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't think you did, but so anyway, that's all I got. I'm going to go tinker with some emulator settings and see just what the hell. So have yourself a great night. Bye.